Today we will discuss about the development of the kidneys. The kidneys develop by three phases, three stages, and these stages are named as the first one, the pronephros, the second one, mesonephros, and the third one is the metanephros. The development of the kidneys, the renal development occurs within three stages, and these stages are pronephros, mesonephros, and metanephros. The first two, they are rudimentary structures, and after some time they start to degenerate, but the metanephros becomes the permanent or the definitive kidney system. But during the development, all three stages occurs. So it starts with the first stage known as pronephros. This stage of development of the kidneys, it starts at the 4th week of development, and the pronephros is then represented or forms the 7 to 10 solid cell groups in the cervical region. So embryologically, are in the development of any structures, the most important thing is first of all the week of development or month of development and where it is actually occurring. So the pronephros start to develop in the beginning of the 4th week of the development and in the cervical region where it is formed in the form of solid cell groups are of about 7 to 10 in number. These segmented divisions are of the divisions of intermediate mesoderms. They forms the tubules, and these tubules are known as nephrotomes. So the pronephros, the first stage in the development of the kidneys, it starts to develop in the 4th week of development, and these are the segments of the intermediate mesoderm. So the kidneys develop from the intermediate part of the mesoderm in the form of 7 to 10, 7 to 8 cords. And these cords first develops into the form of tubules, and these tubules are known as nephrotomes. All these remnants of the nephrotomes are these cord groups. They start to degenerate at the end of the 4th week of development. All the indications of the pronephrotic system, they have to disappear. See in this figure, in the cervical region, these are the segments of the intermediate mesoderm and this kidney system known as the pronephrotic system. The pronephric system of the development of the kidneys starts to develop in the 4th week of development in the cervical region and degenerate. See in this figure, here is the intermediate mesoderm. This intermediate mesoderm develops into the nephrotomes, and these nephrotomes, after some time, they start to degenerate. Then when there is a degeneration of the pronephros, at the same time, there is a development of another kidney system known as mesonephros. The mesonephros and the mesonephric ducts, both the structures derived from intermediate mesoderm at the level of upper thoracic to the upper lumbar segments. Pronephros develops in the cervical region. Then the second system related to the development of the kidneys, known as mesonephros, starts to develop in the thoracic to upper lumbar segments. In the 4th week of the development, the first excretory tubule of the mesonephros appear. Then these tubule starts to lengthen and forms an S-shaped loop. At one end of this S-shaped loop, there is a tuft of capillaries known as glomerulus. Around the glomerulus, there is a formation of the Bowman's capsule, and collectively it forms the renal corpuscles. The second system related to the development of the kidney known as mesonephric system. The mesonephric system developed in the region of the upper thoracic to the upper lumbar regions. Then it starts to form the S-shaped tubule. At one end of this S-shaped tubule, there is tuft of capillaries. This tuft of capillaries known as glomerulus that is surrounded by Bowman's capsule, and collectively this is structure known as renal corpuscle. After that, in the middle of the second month of the development, this mesonephros forms an ovoid organ along with the gonad that lies on its medial side, this collective ridge known as urogenital ridge. So the urinary system along with the genital system at this level, it forms a ridge that is known as the urogenital ridge. By the end of the second month, majority of the mesonephric tissues, they again starts to disappear. But in males, the few of the caudal tubules and the mesonephric duct persist and participate in the formation of the genital system in the males. But in females, totally mesonephric system, they degenerates or disappears. So first one, the first stage in the development of the kidney is the pronephros that degenerates starts in the start of beginning of the fourth week, and at the end of the fourth week, all the remnants becomes degenerated. Then the second system starts to develop known as mesonephros. Mesonephros develops into smaller tubules. These are the S-shaped tubules. At one end contains the glomerulus along with the Bowman's capsule, and distally it ends in the mesonephric duct. Later on, all the remnants are also degenerated or disappears. Then the third system in the development of the kidney known as metanephros that will form the definitive kidney or permanent kidney that is present in the adult life. This metanephros appears in the fifth week of the development. It consists of two systems, the collecting system and excretory system. The collecting system contains the collecting ducts of the permanent kidney. These develops from the structure known as ureteric bud. The collecting system of the metanephros or the definitive kidney develops from ureteric bud. The ureteric bud itself is an outgrowth of the mesonephric duct. Directly mesonephric duct से नहीं drive हो रहा metanephros. It arises from the structure known as ureteric bud. This ureteric bud is actually an outgrowth of the mesonephric duct. See in this figure. This yellow color structure known as ureteric bud. Ureteric bud is an outgrowth of the mesonephric duct. Here is the mesonephric duct. From this, there is an outgrowth arises known as ureteric bud that penetrates into this mesonephric system. The bud penetrates into the metanephric tissue in the metanephros part of the intermediate mesoderm that is indicated by the black color. Now this ureteric bud dilates and forms the primitive renal pelvis. The first structure that is formed by this ureteric bud is ureter. At its proximal end, it dilates and forms a dilated part of the ureter known as renal pelvis. In adult life, it is also known as renal pelvis. That is the dilated part of the ureter. See in this figure, this is the renal pelvis. That is the dilated part of the ureter. Then this renal pelvis is split into two parts, the cranial part and caudal part that will form the future major calyces. Each major calyx form two new buds that will form the minor calyces. These buds constitutes to subdivide until 12 or more generations of the tubules. Means the structures that develops from ureteric bud are ureter, the renal pelvis, major calyces, minor calyces, and about 1 to 3 millions of the collecting tubules. Now see in this figure, these are the parts of the collecting system of the permanent kidney. These collecting structures included in the collecting system derived from ureteric bud. The ureteric bud arises from mesonephric duct. So the structures are derivatives of the ureteric bud are ureter. At its proximal end, it's dilate to form the structure known as renal pelvis. This renal pelvis further subdivide into two parts, the cranial and caudal part that will forms the major calyces. Major calyces further subdivide to forms these minor calyces. From the minor calyces, these are the different collecting tubules. The second system of the permanent kidney or metanephric system known as excretory system. Each collecting tubule is covered by metanephric tissue cap. See in this figure, this ureteric bud penetrate into the metanephric system. So when there is an successive generations or divisions of this ureteric bud, each of the collecting tubule is surrounded by this metanephric tissue cap. Now, each collecting tubule by the metanephric tissue cap or metanephric tissue. Simply, under the influence of the tubules, these cells of the cap forms the renal valleys or dilate tubules. Capillaries and vessels. The tubules along with the glomeruli forms the nephrons, that is the excretory units. So this metanephric tissue cap will further differentiate into the excretory system that will forms these tubules, S-shaped tubules, which acquire the tuft of capillaries known as glomerulus surrounded by the Bowman's capsule. At its second end, there is continuous lengthening of the excretory tubules and will forms the different parts of the tubules, and these are proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, and distal convoluted tubule. See in this figure. Here is proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, and distal convoluted tubule, different parts of the excretory system. So now the kidney, the permanent kidney or metanephric system of the kidney develops from two sources. One is excretory unit that develops from the metanephric mesoderm, and second is the collecting system that develops from the ureteric bud. So permanent kidney or definitive kidney develops from two sources. One is first of all divided into two systems, excretory system and collecting system. The excretory system develops from the metanephric tissue and the collecting system develops from the ureteric bud. These are the three stages of the development of the kidneys. First one is the pronephros that develops in the cervical region at the start of the 4th week of the development, and then at the end of the 4th week, it starts to degenerate. At the same time, there is an formation of another kidney system known as mesonephros that develops in the thoracic and the upper lumbar segments. That also starts to degenerate. Then there is a development of the third permanent kidney system or definitive kidney system known as metanephros. The metanephros develops in front of the lumbar 4 or 5 vertebrae, consists of further two systems, the excretory system and collecting system. The collecting system develops from ureteric bud, includes the ureter, renal pelvis, major chelicus, minor chelicus, and collecting tubules. Is excretory system that consists of nephron along with the tubules and glomerulus that develops from the metanephric tissue cap. So these are the three stages in the development of the kidneys. Now, some of the clinical correlates in the development. There are renal tumors. These, one of the common tumor known as Wilms tumor, that is a cancer of the kidneys that usually affects children of about 5 years of the age, but it may occur in the fetus. Wilms tumors is due to the mutation of WT1 gene that is for the regulation of the development of the kidneys. Another term related to the development of kidney known as renal dysplasias or renal agenesis. Renal dysplasias, one of the condition is known as multicystic dysplastic kidney, is one of the example of the renal dysplasias in which there are numerous ducts surrounded by undifferentiated cells. Means the collecting ducts are surrounded by undifferentiated cells. They are not the metanephric tissues. That's why the nephrons fails to develop and the ureteric bud fails to branch in that undifferentiated cells. So that's why the collecting ducts never formed, and that condition is known as dysplastic kidney, multicystic dysplastic kidneys. In some of the cases, these defects cause involution or degeneration of the kidneys or absence of the kidneys, known as renal agenesis. Agenesis means absence. The renal agenesis may also arise if the interaction between the metanephric mesoderm and the ureteric bud fails to occur, because both the system are integrated with each other. Ureteric bud dilates and invaginates into the metanephric tissue. So if there is a failure of the interaction between these tissues, there may be the renal agenesis. Another condition related, known as congenital polycystic kidney. Polycystic means there is a multiple cyst, numerous cyst forms in the kidneys, and this defect is related to either autosomal recessive disorder or as an autosomal dominant disorder. Duplication of the ureter. Ureter develops from the ureteric bud. So if there is an early splitting of the ureteric bud, there is a formation of the two ureters, and the condition is known as duplication of the ureter. This figure shows the duplication or double ureter if there is an early splitting of the ureteric bud. This splitting may be partial or complete. See in this figure that shows a complete duplication. There are two ureters, or partial in which there is an at an proximal aspect, there are two ureters, but inferiorly they unite to form a single ureter. In some of the rare cases, if there are duplication of the ureters, the one ureter opens into its normal position in the urinary bladder, but the other one is ectopic and entering or opens into the vagina, urethra, or in the vestibule. So there is a continuous dribbling of the urine in these cases. This abnormality results from the development of two ureteric bud. So that is a complete duplication of the ureter. This one is an incomplete. This shows an ectopic ureter, means two ureters. One opens to its normal position in the urinary bladder, and this one that is indicated by a red color is an ectopic ureter that either enters into the vagina or into the vestibule or into the urethra. Some of an idea related to the position of the kidney. The kidney, because it develops in the pelvic region, and then later on it shifts to its position in the abdominal cavity in the lumbar region. This ascent of the kidneys is caused by formation of the body curvatures and by the growth of the lumbar and the sacral region vertebrae, and during this ascent, the kidneys has to pass from the arterial fork that is formed by the umbilical arteries. Normally, it has to ascend through the umbilical fork that is formed by the umbilical arteries. But occasionally, if it fails to occur, then the kidney remains in the pelvic region, and that type of kidney and that type of condition known as pelvic kidney. Then it is related to the common iliac artery. See in this figure, it develops in the pelvic region, then it ascends to its normal lumbar region position. Through its ascent, it has to pass from this arterial fork that is formed by the umbilical artery. If they fail to ascend, then it remains in the pelvic cavity, and that type of condition known as pelvic kidney. So it remains there and related to common iliac vessels. Another condition known as horseshoe kidneys, when the lower poles of the kidneys, they fused with each other. These two lower poles are united and forms an horseshoe shaped kidney. So these are some clinical points related to the development of kidney. If there is some abnormalities occur, there is an formation of or fusion of the lower poles of kidney, it forms horseshoe-shaped kidney. If it fails to ascend, then it will lead to pelvic kidney. If there is a duplication of the ureter because of the early splitting of the ureteric bud. So these are the common conditions related to the development of the kidney. But all of you have to remember the 3 stages of the development of the kidneys: pronephros, mesonephros, and metanephros. G Furkan. जी ऐसा जिसका कोई फायदा नहीं है, मतलब ये है कि इस वीक में जो है ये, मतलब जब हम डेवलपमेंट इसकी डिस्कस करते हैं तो यही स्ट्रक्चर इसी सीक्वेंस में बन रहे होते हैं। पहले प्रोनेफ्रोस बना, फिर वो खुद ही डीजेनरेट, सम जीन्स आर रिलेटेड टू इट, देयर आर सम फैक्टर्स। जिस तरह WT1 जीन है उसको रेगुलेट करिए, तो ये नॉर्मली है, इसमें कोई एबनॉर्मलिटी नहीं है। यही 3 स्टेजेस जो है होते हैं। क्यों होते हैं इसका दैट इज स्टिल अननोन, ठीक है। लेकिन जब भी हम डिस्कस करते हैं डेवलपमेंट ऑफ किडनी, ऑल दीज 3 स्टेजेस अकर्स नॉर्मली। फिर जब वो डीजेनरेट होते हैं तो दूसरे सिस्टम को जो है वो एक्टिवेट कर रहे होते हैं सम डीजेनरेटिंग फैक्टर्स। फिर मेसोनेफ्रेस भी जो है वो भी डीजेनरेट हो जाएगा, एंड द थर्ड सिस्टम स्टार्ट्स टू डेवलप एंड दैट लीड्स टू डेफिनेटिव और परमानेंट किडनी, जो कि है मेटानेफ्रोस। जी इरफान।
WT1 जीन का क्या काम होता है?
It regulates the development of the kidney.
Thank you.
अंडर ग्रेजुएट के लेवल पे हम उसके जेनेटिक फैक्टर्स जो है वो डिस्कस नहीं करते हैं कि वो किस तरह जो है वो इफेक्ट कर रही है, कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं उसमें, क्योंकि इस लेवल पे सिर्फ आपको स्टेजेस ऑफ द डेवलपमेंट और कुछ रिलेटेड एबनॉर्मलिटीज जो हैं वो आनी चाहिए। Any other question related? डेवलपमेंट ऑफ किडनी इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो ये 3 स्टेजेस तो आपको जरूर आने चाहिए। To write an SAQ are related to your MCQs and Viva. जी
अगर किडनी पहले में रह जाएगी तो फंक्शन वही करेंगे या फंक्शनली डिसेबल होगी?
दोबारा पूछें, 1 मिनट।
पहले किडनी जो है आपने
जी
कहा
जी
कंडीशन है,
जी।
तो मैं
नहीं,
इसमें
हाँ,
किडनी को
उसका नॉर्मल फंक्शन होगा क्योंकि उसकी आपने लोकेशन देखी है, तो यूरेटर भी उसके जो है वो बस मतलब दे आर नॉट दैट मच लॉन्गर एज कम्पेयर टू द नॉर्मल यूरेटर। यहाँ पे देखें, इसमें ये है ना पेल्विक किडनी, ठीक है। तो ठीक है, ठीक है। उसके अलावा कुछ प्रेशर सिम्टम्स हो सकते हैं, या अगर फीमेल्स हैं रिलेटेड टू द प्रेगनेंसी तो दैट मे कॉज द इन्फेक्शन एट दैट स्टेज। बस अगर कोई इन्फेक्शन है या तो फिर उसमें जो है ये क्लिनिकली प्रेजेंट करते हैं, अदरवाइज ऑल द फंक्शंस रिमेन सेम। सच कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आता जब तक कोई इन्फेक्शन ना हो या कोई और एबनॉर्मेलिटी हो। और कोई क्वेश्चन?